All right, so now that we have officially finished all of our math lessons or our new math learning, you are going to do some review. And the best way to do that review is to play some math games. So you can choose to play any game that you want. You need to play at least one game each day, and you need to take a picture of you playing your math game, okay? So in this video, there are loads of different math games that you can do. So you can use a deck of cards and you can do count your dots, okay? So basically, if you have a deck of cards, you can either draw a grid and do the dots, or you can just have 5 times 4, okay? And then you share what the answer is, okay? Now, if you want to do the dot game, you take your 2 cards, you flip over, so you flip over 2 cards, you draw the grid and you make dots where the lines join, and then you count the dots, and the person with the most keeps all the cards, okay? So obviously, if you had 20 and the person you were playing against had, I don't know, 24, then they would get to keep all of the cards, and it's basically who has the most cards at the end, all right? It's a little bit like Go Fish, but with math. Yay, math. So those are 2 games you can do, just normal 5 times 4, just with cards, or you can do count your dots. There is a word search, but it's not a word search, it's a multiplication search. So if you feel like doing something where you have to search and find something, then if you click here on the link, so obviously not on the video, please don't click on the video, but if you click here on the PDF, you can access this multiplication find the facts search game. So you can find the facts for this game, okay? Or you can make your own. That's an option too. Then you have, if you have some sticky notes, I know some of you do, you can write a bunch of different numbers. You can either have somebody write them for you, or you can write them yourself and you can challenge people. And you need to see if you can make an equation using a random set of numbers. So these are the sets of numbers that are totally random, and you have to make 36 with those numbers. So you have to figure out how to put them together, just like down here, to make those numbers. And then if you feel like doing a fraction game, there's a card matching game. So again, you can click on the PDF if you are interested in doing some fractions practice. You can print the cards and you can see the actual instructions for the game, or you can just match them. That's fine too, it's up to you. You can have a fraction war. So that means that each player flips 2 cards and lays them out over a fraction, like you see here. They decide which fraction is the biggest, okay, and the winner keeps all the cards. So it is a bit tricky, but if you use a fraction number line, which you can click and get there, then it makes it a little bit easier. And this game, this could be a grade 4 or 5 math practice game, okay? Because you have to do some harder work, because we looked at numbers where, remember, our cards on the bottom, our number on the bottom were the same when we compared them, but when you go to grade 4 and grade 5, they aren't the same. And it makes it so much harder. So this could be a really fun game if you're up for a challenge. Then we have a coloring of a Polygon quilt, okay? Now this one you need to play with somebody else. So there is, again, the link for you. Now basically what you do is you just take turns coloring in a triangle, okay? But when you create a polygon, you earn points. So you kind of have to block people and try and like make them not win. But you color in 4 connected triangles at a time, earning points for the shape they create. So you each color in the triangle one at a time and see who has the most shapes at the end. Not, remember, polygons, okay? And what is a polygon? It's a four-sided shape, Miss Kari. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys remembered. Okay, then we have a roll and add to build some bar graphs. So first off, you're going to roll dice and add two numbers. You write in the equation in the correct sum column. So you can see here, there's the sum column. And all you do is you draw in. So if you have 2 plus 1, you put it in the 2 plus 1 category, okay? And you can keep going as much as you want. You can even do it higher than just 2 dice. Maybe you decide to use 4 dice, okay? That's an option. And then there are lots of online games that you can play. So obviously, our standard, you can play Prodigy. There are these games here. Remember, you can just click the links, okay? And just make sure that you are taking a picture of what you're doing in math. So there's nothing to submit. You just need to take a picture and of you basically playing some sort of math game. And that way I know that you are still practicing your math, because next week you will have another task to do, all right? So enjoy the next few days of revision games. Remember, you need to choose one activity to do every single day and to take a picture of it. And that's it. So I will put 3 different math activities, but it's going to be your math game for today, your math game for tomorrow, and your math game for Thursday. So you need to choose one math activity to do every single day, and that could literally just be Prodigy or a card game. If you have a different math game that you enjoy playing, that's fine too. Might not be on this list. Just let me know. So when you take a picture of it, just tell me what math game you're playing, okay? And that's it. That's your math work for the rest of the week. So this is your last math video for this week. And I will see you back here on Sunday for your next math task.